Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we translate corporate speak into plain English and sometimes, well, we find some interesting little wrinkles. So today we're looking at Playtika Holding Corp and their latest filing, which is a bit of a head scratcher. It is about a loan agreement and something called the NDRC. Sounds dry. Right? Well, stick with us because this could mean a lot for their ability to borrow money in the future. Before we dive in, if you love getting the real story behind company filings without the jargon, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we have a fantastic Discord community linked in the description below where you can chat about these reports and more. Alright, so what we have here is a current report, basically a heads up for investors about something important happening right now. In this case, it is an update on their credit agreement. Think of a credit agreement like a big loan contract. This report is talking about an amendment which is like a change to their fourth loan amendment. Back in April, they had announced this big change that would push the date when they have to pay back a large chunk of money, specifically a $550 million revolving credit facility, from March of 2026 all the way to September 2027. That is a nice extension, giving them more time. But here is where it gets complicated. To get that extension, there were certain conditions. One of those conditions was getting approval from something called the NDRC. That is the National Development and Reform Commission of the People's Republic of China. Now, why would a US company need approval from China for a loan? Well, it turns out their controlling shareholder, the main owner, is controlled by a citizen of China, and because of that, this NDRC registration is required for the loan extension to happen smoothly. Now, here's the twist and the reason for this report today. On the 9th of December, the company announced that their controlling shareholder decided to withdraw their filing with the NDRC. What does that mean? It means that condition for extending the loan maturity date has not been met, unless they can get this sorted out. That loan that was supposed to be extended now looks like it will still be due in March of 2026, not 2027. The company says they are working with their controlling shareholder to either refile with the NDRC or change the loan terms so that China's approval is no longer needed. But right now, if those conditions aren't met, the extension just doesn't happen. Now, the good news here is that as of right now, Playtika isn't actually using any of that money from this credit line. So if it were to suddenly become due in March 2026, it wouldn't immediately cripple the company by forcing a huge repayment. However, it does put them in a precarious position. They lose out on that extended flexibility for financing. Playtika is a big player in the mobile gaming world, known for games like Slotomania and others. Companies like this often rely on flexible credit lines for things like acquisitions, marketing campaigns, or just general operating needs. Not having that extended runway for a $550 million facility could limit their strategic options or make future borrowing more expensive or difficult. This report is signed by Craig Abrahams, who holds the important titles of President and Chief Financial Officer. This means he is deeply involved in the company's financial strategy and decision making, and he is putting his name on this disclosure. So, what is the take here? This filing highlights a significant hurdle Playtika is facing with its financing due to regulatory complexities in China. While they currently have no debt outstanding on this specific credit line, the unresolved NDRC issue means they are still subject to the original, earlier maturity date. This could be a problem if they plan to use that credit in the near future or if market conditions change, making it harder to secure new financing by March 2026. It shows the intricate geopolitical factors that can impact even seemingly straightforward financial arrangements. The strength of Playtika moving forward will depend on their ability to navigate these international regulatory waters and secure their financing effectively. That is our breakdown of Playtika's latest filing. What is your take on these financing challenges and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to check out the Discord community in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.